What is going on, all y'all beautiful awakened souls? It's your girl Alex coming in with Awakening with Alex, here today with another beautiful episode meant to heal and uplift your life. I am super excited, y'all. We are going to be getting into some amazing New Year stuff and energy that's just floating around. And I was just sitting in it this morning, and I just got the divine inspiration. Was like, yep, we're doing it. Pulled some cards. We're going to have a beautiful meditation and goal setting exercise as well. So I am incredibly excited. But before we get started, I wanted to pray us in and set the attention for this episode. So go ahead and close your eyes if it feels good to you, rubbing our hands together if that feels good, or even just placing them on your heart and just getting so centered right here and right now. And just I'm sitting in this gratitude, being able to set this intention, knowing the love and the healing and the energy and the excitement and just the positivity that I was shown that is supposed to come from this episode. And I'm in just so much gratitude that we get to sit here and I get to witness energetically how this is being impacted by other people. And I'm just so grateful. And I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, and for whoever divinely found this episode, for them to have this opportunity to do all the cool stuff that I'm going to fix it, to walk them through. And I'm just excited to be able to serve and uplift and bless whoever it is that found this video, regardless if you're watching it when I said it live or when, however long after, it doesn't matter. It was beautiful and divine timing for this. And I say that with affirmity, and I know this in the truth. And I say, yes, 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 to all the powerful stuff that is coming on the other side of this call. I am so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this time and this opportunity to serve. And I say that with so much love in my heart, knowing this to be true right here and right now. And so it is. My name is Alex, y'all. Welcome to my channel, Awakening with Alex and Heroes Ranch Holistic Healing. I am a trauma coach who specializes with families who are going through spiritual awakening, moms who are trying to heal their traumas and actually looking to have their traumas healed once and for all without years of therapy. Everything that we do is a fast and efficient process because we don't got time to be sitting here waiting on life to just happen to pass us by, right? And figure it out one day. No, we are taking full reins here on our channel. That is the work we do. We take full control of our life, because the reality is it comes down to us. It's just, do we want to be a passive passerby and have life happen, or do we actually want to fully control and step into our authority with divinity, with femininity, and our balance of our feminine and masculine, where we can fully enhance our life. And y'all, I'm super excited because that is a lot of what we are getting into today. I was looking for my notes. I got them right here. That is what we're going to be getting into. And so if you don't already, go ahead and grab a notebook and paper. Notebook and pen. Sorry, my brain is like on the meditation already. I'm just like, yeah, let's go. I want to get in. We are watching it. Today is New Year's of 2022, New Year's Eve, of 2022. And tomorrow, of course, is technically, according to the Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January, 2023. Energetically, there is like a whole hot mess of things happening right now. We just went into Mercury retrograde, which means this is a really good time to kind of like really just reevaluate and step back and like really integrate, because of a lot of what I talk about today is resonating with y'all. I want to invite y'all to a free strategy session with me, because I am a trauma coach and I do have a couple of spots open for one-on-ones right now. It can be done if you're in the local area for the Austin metropolitan area. I do have a healing farm. We can do our sessions on site with my farm. My animals are just this beautiful, beautiful scenery. But if you're not local, I can do virtual, right? And so if a lot of this stuff is resonating, because like we're gonna go deep, y'all, deep. That's why I'm so excited, because I'm just like, yes, all the energies and everything, and just the download I was getting, it's so perfect. It's all synchronistic and divine, and I'm excited because seriously, like we're gonna go deep, and we're gonna be pulling up some stuff that might make you be like, oh, this is awful. I don't want to look at it. And you might even be scared to touch it. And this meditation might be really difficult for you to do. And if that is you, totally okay. Recognize and just honor yourself where you're at. But I want to encourage you, if that is you on the other side of this, to reach out to me. Let's see what we can do to help you out and see where you're at, because literally, y'all, people are making massive improvements after 12 weeks with me. Even a couple of sessions, people are making drastic improvements, and it's like one thing after another. I have a very proven system, I have a very proven framework that has gotten my clients massive success. So if that is you, I want to encourage you. It's free. It's just, your time that you're spending with me, but book the call. The links are in the description. And of course, I'm going to show you my website here in just a second, just in case some people have any issues with scheduling. So really quick, here's my website, herosranch.farm. When you come into the website itself, right at the very top, whether you're on your phone or computer, you can click this where it'll take you to where you can book the strategy session. Come on down here, set your time zone, because we do have the honor of serving people worldwide. Set where you're at, make sure you have the right one so that when you schedule your time, it's in the time zone you're expecting. And if there are spots available, it'll populate so you can highlight and select. Like Monday, I have a handful of times because we have, it's only a 30-minute session. And so we've got a couple of times and openings on Monday, but outside of that, pick the day that you are wanting that works best for you, pick the time, and let's have a talk, because the reality is we are in swimming in such amazing energies to do the deep work, to really take this stuff and unearth it and really just grow. And if energetically you're feeling like this isn't really the quote unquote new year, you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are feeling that, myself included, honestly, where it's more of like if you follow like the astrology and stuff, like the zodiac signs for the Western astrology, the new season is Aries season, and that starts actually in March. And so you might be feeling called to where things are like really kind of picking up, and whatever goal or things that you're trying to accomplish right now, that energy picks back up. And around that time, don't be surprised. And you're not alone, because a lot of people are experiencing this too. And what's happening is right now, the energy we're in, this is such, yes, I just got chills. Oh, I love it. This is such an amazing time to do that deep work. You're like, okay, I like, and that's really what that's part of the download was like the exercise I was shown to do, right? With everything is going to help you prepare and get you to start seeing the goal of what it is you're actually capable and wanting to accomplish, right? And a lot of this stuff that's going to come up, that's why I said the meditation I was shown to do today might really be very difficult, actually, to really sit in the energies that you're calling in, because it might be very painful or really hard to look at in general, right? Because especially if we have a lot of unresolved traumas, that's the point of what I was shown to do today, is to pull this stuff up, pull it up, right? We got it. Once we spot it, we got it, right? But if we don't spot it, if we don't see the patterns, if we're not identifying and able to at least start seeing it with our logical brain, it's going to be so much harder to get there, because when things stay in our subconscious, when things stay in that lower realm, they will just fester, and we won't even necessarily see the things that we're playing out until we do see it. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's been in front of my face this whole time. How did I not see that? That's because it's playing in subconscious. And actually, side note, it's a marketing thing, because when I was a marketing major, business degree and stuff, right? Still haven't done shit with it. I haven't been able to ever. Anyways, it's tangent. But in marketing, we talk about product placement, how to subconsciously get people to want to buy your product is by placing it. Like it was talking about advertising and, placements when you're doing, photo shoots and creating the campaigns and stuff and all of this stuff, right? The design. How do we subconsciously do it and get people to like subconsciously want and crave the product, is by constantly showing it to them. And so the problem is, though, when we don't recognize that we're doing these things, we keep doing it because it's just, again, playing out in the subconscious. And then we get stuck in these pattern loops, and we just go around and around and around the merry-go-round. And it's harder to jump off, because it's like, I don't even recognize that I'm on the merry-go-round, let alone that I'm supposed to get off this thing that I'm not even recognizing I'm even on. And so that's kind of like the play of the subconscious. And so how beautiful was it? I was called to do, these are Rebecca Campbell's like starseed oracle cards. And I was called to pull two. My baby's trying to come in. What? Is Abby to have the phone? No. So, life of a mom, right? Kids are still home and it's beautiful. I love all the synchronicities. The jump in, a Dromaden energy, the adventure, and say yes to change. So, this was the first one that we were doing that came to me that was like, this is the energy we're swimming in, right? So say yes to change. And then the other one was earth, learning how to be human, but in this world, but not of it. And so some of the beautiful things that I have been seeing, and I've been talking about, if you've been watching my content for a while now, you know that I've been talking about, there's been so much of like, it's just, if you've been putting in the work and you're ready to rise, like, this is your time, baby. And that's where I got excited, because I was like, this is, people who may have been on the fence and they're starting to come around maybe a little bit later. This is really going to be your time to shine, to really jump in. You didn't miss the boat. They're like, no one's leaving, right? And for people who've been doing the work, this is yet another opportunity to take, oh yes, there's schedules, to take massive quantum leaps right now, because it's just giving us more time to really just peel this back and just go deep, right? And so it's just, with everything that I just said, it begs the question, like, what is your one big goal? Even just, let's look at the quarter, right? Let's look at the next quarter, because energetically speaking, everything is going to ramp back up around March, with all the stuff that is in the newness. And so that's about 3 months away, roughly. And what is it like? So I'm thinking like late March is when Aries season starts, late March, like around the 20th or something like that. I think, I don't know. Don't quote me. Go look it up. But that's the time frame I'm thinking. So that's like roughly almost 3 months away. Okay. There's, my program, one of my programs is 12 weeks. So there's a lot that can be done in 12 weeks. And so just looking at that, what is one thing that you want to start creating, you want to have created, or be efficient with, be comfortable with, right? Because remember, when we're doing new things, we're creating new neural connections in our brain. And this is new electricity, but it's weird, it's foreign, it's not very comfortable often because it's new. And so when we're creating these new connections, we're energetically going through the process. And it's also when we're creating a lot of the energetics behind the thing that we're trying to create, because we're feeling and we're experiencing. And so if we're having this really negative mindset of like, oh, I got to do the thing because I said I would, and I got to be committed, and I'm an awful person if I don't stick to my commitments, right? Anything like that might sound familiar to you. If you're really critical, that was totally me a long time ago, because I used to be very, very critical of myself and having to achieve and everything else, right? And so now that I've learned to love myself a little bit more, I speak to myself a lot nicer. And I hope, if this is you and that is something that like really just resonated, ooh, there's someone I resonated with because it just hit me. If that is you, I want to encourage you to be one of those people that books that strategy session. Is free. Book it with me at a time that works convenient for you. And if there isn't anything, shoot me an email and we'll figure out a time that we can sit down and situate to see if it's a good fit. Because the reality is, not everybody is going to fit with me. And that's beautiful and divine on its own. And it's perfect, because there's going to be things you find that I say that resonates, but then there's going to be someone else that you want to work with more for your trauma. And that's beautiful. Go with what resonates. There's no right or wrong. The most important thing is that you find what resonates best with you. And that's why I always do these free calls, so that we can find out, is this the good fit that is supposed to be on your track? Yes or no, doesn't matter, as long as we find the right divine answer for your journey. And that, oh God, that feels so good. As someone that is hitting someone in the heart, I could feel it. um, oh, I love it. But the reality is, when we are able to start spotting it, right? Going back to our spotting our stuff and what is it we want to accomplish, right? What is it that is coming up for you right now that you want to accomplish? Because 12 weeks, even 10 weeks is, there's a lot can be done and shifted. Like, you can be a whole new person in 10 weeks, 12 weeks, all of that, right? And it's so beautiful. And so what is it you want to achieve? What is it you want to create? What is it you want to cultivate? And it can even be, I want to love myself more. I want to have a better relationship with myself. I want to have a solid morning routine. I want to, whatever that might be, right? Because then we're going to talk about what are some things you can start incorporating daily, or at least weekly, that'll help you shift into that goal. And so now that you've started to identify what it is you're wanting to cultivate, what is it that you can do daily couple times a week or even on a weekly basis at least, that'll help you achieve that goal. So if it's a morning routine, first thing I would do is sit down and actually structure out what do I want to accomplish and really break it down and get clear. And then of course it comes the commitment and holding yourself accountable. That might even be, hey, reaching out to a friend like I'm committing to this, lifestyle change really. Can you help me stay accountable? Right? Finding people that you can trust and confide in and having them help you, right? Did you do the thing? Yes or no? And even that is huge in being able to help you accomplish whatever it is. Because when we have personal accountability to someone outside of ourselves, then it's like, ooh, do I really want to tell that person I didn't do X, Y, and Z? Probably not, because it feels uncomfortable and it's like, "Oh, I said I would do it," right? So we're more likely not saying things, if something happens, right? Don't kill yourself over making it happen. But if it's, I wanna watch Netflix or I wanna do the thing, come on, you know what I mean? You're gonna feel that even that shame might be a little bit extra motivating factor because the reality is once we get started, we can usually keep going. It's just those first 2 minutes are always the hardest in any task that we're like, about. But that is where this commitment comes into. And that might be you struggling with it on the other side. And so if you're looking for someone who is willing and able to help you change, let me know because I will help you out with that and we can have that call. So now that we've identified what it is that we are wanting to accomplish, we're going to get into our meditation because this is something that I want y'all to really be able to get clear about what it is that's currently blocking you. Because you might be like, okay, this isn't that big of a deal, but there might be something a lot deeper. And this is where I say the meditation might actually be difficult to do. Because what I plan to do is to go take us into consciousness. And then I want you to explore what it is that's actually hindering you from accomplishing this, whatever it is. Because, maybe you did wake up yesterday and was like, man, I have a really awful relationship with myself. I need to learn to love me a little better. Then, and it can even be like, a 5% increase, right? If you're like, oh man, I have these really high expectations that's hard to get to, maybe that's something you can accomplish over the entire year. But right here at this quarter that we're breaking it down to, it might be, I want to love myself or feel good about myself 5% better by the end of this quarter. Right. And so that's something that people are like, oh, okay, that might actually be tangible versus trying to take on the whole thing. Or it might be, just meditate for 10 minutes every single morning. Well, that's easier to do than trying to do it for an hour or have this whole huge elaborate routine that you're just like, oh my gosh, I know I should do it. But the reality is, you should do exactly what you're being called to do. And if that means start with just 10 minutes for this next quarter and build consistency in your morning and being up and having that whole process, that is going to be far more important than this beautifully elaborate routine because the reality is once you get started and you build a solid foundation of good habits, taking it to that next level or however big you want to go is so much easier than trying to go from like nothing all the way here and be like, yeah, that's tangible and reasonable, good job. And it's gonna be like, no, most people aren't even like gonna look at that and be like, no, I'm good, I'm out, bye. And they're just gonna leave, right? That's just the human brain. A lot of the times that is just humans, okay? It is what it is. Not good, it's not bad, it just is, okay? And the reality is when we recognize that that can be a default of just human nature, when we see it and we do the things, we can be like, oh, wait, do I really want to respond that way to this thing? I said I would do X, Y, and Z. Do I really want to do that? The answer may be yes and maybe no. Or it might be like, my body is really tired. And while, yes, I am, committed to this goal, instead of watching, my favorite TV show and probably end up binging it for a couple hours, I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to take care of myself. And I'm going to give myself the grace, the love, and the willingness to start anew tomorrow. And I recognize and that it's completely okay. And understanding that our bodies are going to have times when it probably is better to just go to bed. But in those moments, this is where it's like I'm giving my body compassion while simultaneously not giving into the thing that I said I would normally do, right? I would normally watch a movie or I would normally watch, 5 episodes of my hour-long TV show, right? However that shows up for you. Those things, of course, are okay, but don't let it derail you because that is a slippery slope, even on its own, when we are loving on ourselves, that we can slip back into that. And so that is where having accountability partners can be really, really helpful. Where it's like, hey, I recognize life happened and you needed to give your body rest because we need to make sure we're sleeping. We need to make sure we're going to bed on time. These are things that we have to give to our bodies because the reality is if our bodies are not being loved on and nourished, they cannot perform at optimum levels. And having the expectation of no nourishment and high output is just unrealistic and it's unsustainable. I was able to do it, right, for a hot minute, but it was unsustainable. And that was when I was way younger and fully more able to do this. And I burned out. Everybody burns out eventually. I don't care how hot, shit hot you are, you're going to burn out. Like you're going to do it unless you're stepping back and taking care of yourself. And that is where I want to point out the most critical thing too during this time is I would say over the next month, really, is really just making sure that you're focusing on that energy. Jump in, go in for the adventures. Like, I don't know how much better these cards could have been, saying yes to change. And then, of course, really tuning in how to become in the world, but not of the world. And that can mean so many different things to you. However, that's resonating, listen to it, allow it to inspire you. And so, with that being said, I want you to just get into a place where you're comfortable, you're able to get into the meditation nice and deep. And so, as you're getting into this space, and just closing your eyes and rubbing your hands together. And if you want to sit down or lay down or stand up, now is the time to get into a comfortable position. And just closing your eyes and rubbing your hands together. Just feeling the warmth and the energy and the physical connection. And as you're sitting here feeling into this present moment, I just want you to feel where your body is making contact with the ground. And in this moment, wherever it's touching you and your sitting bones or your feet or your back or your head, just wherever it is, I just want you to draw focus in on that. And just in this clockwise motion, allowing yourself to feel the energy exchange from Mother Gaia. Feeling that beautiful motherly energy connecting with your body, loving on you, holding you, feeling this nurturing, loving energy that is grounded and soft, and it just feels so good. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out, just allowing your body to feel present. And as you're feeling this swirling energy in your pelvic bone and the pelvic area, I want you to imagine a little fish hook on the back of your pants as if you're wearing jeans, pulling your hips forward. And I just want you to pull your belly button back towards your spine and allowing your chest to open up and rolling your shoulders back as you take your gaze up and out. Whether you choose to leave your eyes closed or open them, whatever feels best. And just allow your energy centers to just open up. Just allow the flow to start coming in from your root all the way up through your sacral and your solar plex, activating the energy as it moves into your heart, through your throat, your third eye, your crown, and up and connecting it into the expanded consciousness, God, your guides, whatever it is that you work with of love, of the highest love. And feeling into this expansion, feeling into this this energy and just allowing it to flow through. Feeling this energy flowing up and through your crown, taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out, and allowing your energy to just flow from your roots all the way through, and just being aware of just what it feels like in your body, physically and etherically, and just energetically allowing this to flow through. And imagining it to kind of come back around in like a circle back into Mother Gaia, creating this infinite energetic loop. Feeling into this beautiful energy as it's activating your feet and your toes, and your legs are starting to tingle as it's just feeling this energy activate. Feeling it through your hips and your chest and down your arms and your fingers and up the back of your neck, and just allowing yourself to be this beautiful ball of divine energy as you're cultivating and feeling your energy expand. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. And as we're just sitting in our energy that we've created, feeling all the electricity and just the goodness and all the energy working in our favor, I want you to bring forward this goal that you are wanting to accomplish, the things that you were set out in the beginning of the exercise. And I just want you to hold that in your mind's eye right now. And as you are just observing it without judgment, I want you to ask yourself, what is blocking my goal? Or more clearly, insert specifically what it is you're wanting to accomplish. So what is blocking? Insert your thing. And I just want you to hold space right now. And just allow whatever's coming up to come up without judgment. What is blocking my, insert your thing. And just allow it to come up. It should be quick, first instinct, don't overthink it. And if you still have your pen handy, go ahead and write it down if that feels good. And as you're just allowing the information to flow, it's not good or bad, there's no judgment here, it's just information. It's just telling you what it is in your subconscious that is hindering you. Now I want you to ask, where is this located in my body? What is the first, maybe pain, might be stabbing, it might be throbbing, it might be just an ache, it could be a change in your energy. Where in my body is it located? Where does this come from? My mother, my father, my community, or somewhere else? Who does this come from? My mother, my father, my community, or somewhere else? And as you're allowing this information to just flow, it's not good or bad, it's just information. I want you to imagine this beautiful infinite white light right in your solar plexus heart area. This divine, beautiful, crystalline energy. I want you to imagine this beautiful white ball of crystalline energy that is creating in that space between your heart and your solar plexus chakras, and allowing this energy to just expand and expand and expand. And as this beautiful energy is expanding deeply over your physical and etherical body, I want you to go to this place that was causing you pain or ache or some other negative energetic feel, pointing to where this blockage is. And I just want you to imagine this beautiful bright light just shining in the center of it and allowing the energy to expand, to heal, to love, to hold space for, to become one with, to be in the same space as this negative energy and allowing it to transmute all reality, time, and space right here and right now, as it feels into every aspect of it, and any negative energy associated is dissipating right here and right now. Just allowing this energy to flow in. And imagine this beautiful bubble of crystalline energy just fully encompasses you and your body and your family, as if you can hold it on your hand. And just see this beautiful covering of this crystalline energy, divinely protected, divinely loved, divinely held right here and right now, and just seeing for everything that is coming up for you, for every emotion, just allow it to flow free. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to purge any energy that is coming forward. It's happening for a reason, and just allow. It's okay, and this release is so beautiful. And just allowing everything that you've created to just simply hold space for the beautiful love, healing, and unveiling. Even if it means, oh, now I fully identify and I can see clearly, that in itself is such a blessing. And that itself is so, it's just an amazing gift. Because once we spot whatever it is that's holding us back, now we can transmute it. Now we can heal it right here and right now, knowing my word is law and this healing is coming for, this healing is already done. This transmuting of the energy is already done. Knowing it to be true right here and right now. And so it is. And allowing yourself to hold the image right now, what it feels like to have successfully accomplished everything that you've been wanting to create, everything that you've been working on healing the limiting beliefs and all the things that are holding you back. I want you to hold in your mind's eye right here and right now everything that you've created, what it feels like, what it feels to like wake up every day, what it feels like to check your bank account, what it feels like to have your divinely aligned spouse, what it feels like to have an amazing relationship with your children, to have that divine career, to be able to be the business owner you wanted to be or the employee you've always wanted to be, however that resonates. Feel this thing that you're wanting to create, the end result, what it feels like to have this, to be living this, to be embodying this every single day. Feel into this energy. Let it out picture in your mind's eye right here and right now, knowing this is you are fully capable of creating this, knowing you are fully able to step into the divinity and the authority that is yours to have, that is yours to bear fruit with, should you choose to do so. It is your choice, and you are able to choose whatever life it is you wanted to create, whatever realities you want to create. You are that powerful. You are fully capable to create the things that you are wanting to fully and step into with that divine authority, love to all, harm to none, in this beautiful way where you are positively impacting and stepping into your divine creation that you agreed to come here to create. Feel into this energy, feel into this heart space, feel into this amazing everything that you are wanting to create. And just knowing the truth for everyone right here and right now who's on the other side of the screen that I energetically am connecting with, and just loving on and holding space for everything that they have created, the accomplishments, knowing that they've already done. Congratulations on your success. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations, knowing the energy is already created and it's already done right here and right now, knowing the truth behind everything that you have cultivated, everything that you have crafted, everything that you are stepping into. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. Simply holding space for everything that you've cultivated. Taking a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. Taking a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and slowly wiggle your toes and open your eyes and oh my goodness. The light is hitting at such a weird angle right now, but that's okay. Um, it's beautiful, it's divine. And I'm in so much gratitude for being here with you on December 31st, 2022, or whenever you're finding this. If this was hard to get through, let me reach out to me. Let's book a call and see how we can work together so that you can achieve your dreams. Because the reality is, when we are holding ourselves back, when we are in that mindset where it's like, are these things that are hard to spot, they're hard to heal, because that itself, the meditation may not have been enough. This is deep rooted stuff that you're really dealing with. There are ways to adequately, energetically neutralize this, but it's going to take a lot more than just meditation. While I hope it does feel good, the reality is if we have deeper work, it's going to take more than that. But you're in luck because I am the person to help you. So reach out to me. and have an amazing and safe holiday season, y'all. I love y'all so much, and I will catch y'all next time.